what's going on, everyone? Ryan Harry from Ryan Harry Tennis. And are you struggling with tennis elbow? Don't worry, we got you. So tendonitis, aka tennis elbow, is a very popular injury in, well, tennis.
All right, Ryan, you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, 1 second.
What's wrong?
I got a stinger. And we're looking to avoid that because even though it's not a serious injury, it is a nagging injury and it can last for a very long time. It requires a lot of rest. It requires boring rehab. And that's not what we're looking to do as tennis players. Tennis players are looking to be on court, right? So tennis elbow really prevents that. It keeps us off the court, keeps us resting, and that's not what we want to do. We're active people, we're tennis players, right? So we're gonna go over 3 different ways that you can prevent and avoid tennis elbow and your everyday tennis lifestyle. The first way that you can prevent tennis elbow is to make sure you have proper contact. We want our contact to be in front, to the side, yes, but in front of your body so that we can support our swing with our body as we get through that ball. If you haven't checked my forehand spacing video, go ahead and do that. I'll have a link below this video. So if you notice that when you're hitting the ball, you're hitting from behind your hip, it would look something similar to this. You're gonna force yourself to swing with the majority of just with your arm. And that's gonna really cause a lot of pressure into your racket, shooting up through your tendons here, right? That's what we're trying to avoid. I quit. To prevent that, remember, focus on contact. Make sure that your contact is out in front of your opposing hip, off the side, to the side of your body. And that way we can have a clean swing through with support from our whole body. Another cause for tennis elbow is grip strength.
You couldn't grip it any tighter.
Oftentimes as coaches, we notice that the player is squeezing the racket way too tight. I mean, they're strangling it.
Your arm's gonna fall off. What are you doing?
And not only is that going to hinder your swing and your contact, but it's also going to apply all of that tension back into your arm, okay? You most likely, if you're gripping the racket that tight, you're probably not hitting from the body, and that goes back to the contact point that we just referred to in the last tip. So make sure you're not strangling the racket. Go ahead and loosen up your hand, all right? Loosen up your hand. That will loosen up your shoulders and your body. And that way, when you hit the ball, there's not a stop where you're trying to push through, right? Instead, it's gonna be a nice flow through that ball. A good drill to work on grip strength is by letting go with your dominant hand after contact and transferring it to your non-dominant hand. That way, at contact, you're not tensing up and pulling back. Rather, you're releasing, and that's gonna allow your body to unravel, but it's really gonna allow you to focus on the grip strength. If you're passing the racket from one hand to the other, then you're certainly gonna be less tense with your swing and with your hand, and you'll be able to teach yourself how to swing with a nice fluent motion and a nice relaxed dominant hand. The third way to prevent tennis elbow is your shape of swing, your technique. Make sure that you are really taking a hard look at your swing, right? If you're swinging very linear, back to front, there's gonna be a stop in that momentum, and then you're gonna have to recreate it. Instead, what we wanna do for leverage and for momentum is we wanna apply a circular base to our forehand. If you do that, then what you're doing is you're creating a continuous motion. It's gonna be unbreakable, it's gonna be unstoppable, and it's gonna take a lot of that shock off of your arm, and it's gonna really affect in a positive way your forehand and in your tennis game. A simple way to learn shape of swing is real easy. Just grab a big ball, a medicine ball, whatever you have, soccer ball, just turn to the side, just create a circle around and just toss to a partner back and forth, all right? Just get used to turning side, around with the ball, toss back, and that way you're gonna get used to the shape, and that's all that you need. You just need muscle memory to create the shape of swing. And once you have that, go ahead and trust it when you're hitting. You're gonna be super happy with your results, and you're gonna be able to avoid any sort of tennis elbow in the future from that shape. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and push that bell notification. We'd really appreciate it. All the best to you. See you later.
Loosen up a bit.
I'm totally loose.
Okay, hold on.
Totally loose.
Then I should be able to move this racket if you're loose.
I'm as zen as a yoga master.